going to take a look at, arguably, the greatest Transformer in the history of Transformers. This is Generation 1 Soundwave. This is the Takara Book Collection release. This is number 10 in the series from 2003. Got this fantastic artwork on the front of the box. My only criticism about this box, it's a bit pink. It's a bit odd being pink, but other than that, great figure. So we'll take a tour around the box. On the back there you can see there's the contents and the stickers and the cards and the little display stand. There we have Laserbeak and the collection numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 7 being Sideswipe, 0 being Prime, 8 being Inferno and 9 being Starscream. Also we can see some pictures of the Transformers World cards that come with this. Other than that, not a lot to see there. As usual, we've got the nice Velcro inside the box. You can see Soundwave and Laserbeak and all the bits. Do my usual tour of the cards here. We've got Transformers World card number 10. Lots of Japanese writing about Soundwave on this page. Transformers the movie, Transformers TV, 86 movie, 2010. Other than that, not a clue. On this page, Transformers TV show episodes, Attack of the Autobots, Day of the Machines, OVA, this is Scramble City, which in Japan, that was what they got when we got the movie. They didn't get that till 1989, I think. And on this side, a rundown of Transformers the movie. Onto the catalogue pages, we've got Rodimus Prime and Hot Rod. If you remember the Star TV dub of Headmasters, he was Rodimus Prime. Bit stupid, but then that series was really, wasn't it? Got this nice fold out picture of Soundwave. You can see Laserbeak on his shoulder there. Rumble and Frenzy and Ravage sticking his head up there. Nice bit of art. On the next page we've got Blur, Wheelie, Wreck-Gar, Cup, Sandstorm, Springer and Broadside. On this page we've got a picture of Condor, which is Laserbeak in Japan. And there's his toy. You can see he originally came with a little plastic case, as well as his 2 little backpack weapons. And if I can zoom in here, we've got his original release, which is number 20. And that looks like a reissue of some kind, D60. In Japan, the first run of figures all had just a number, and then after that they started to put C for Cybertron or D for Destron on the figures. So we can see there, 1983 MCO3. That would be the microchange release. 1984 Transformers Laserbeak. 1985 number 20. So this release is from 1985. 1986 D60, so that's the 1986 release. 2003, it's got a 9 there. Number 10, there we go, and that's this box set. And some of the stuff, don't know what that says. On this side, we've got Soundwave. There's data file card. And on this side, we can see the toy and the original Japanese release accessories. Let's have a closer look at his bases there. We've got there's his 2 guns, his 3 missiles, and originally in Japan he came with headphones. He came with a microphone to attach to the headphones. He came with a wire to attach to the headphones. And he also came with a little plastic cassette case, which we've gotten used to with these re-releases. And on this list here we can see 1983 MC10, that was the microchange number 10. 1984 Transformers Soundwave, that's the American release. 1985 number 17, that's this, that's the Japanese release. And 2003 number 10 would be this release. Oh, and some other stuff there. So there you go, that's the box taken care of. Now we'll pop them out and have a closer look. Inside the box we get the usual plastic bag with all the paperwork. What have we got here then? Transformers 2003, looks like a computer game to me. Not sure if that came out over here or not, because I'm not really up on computer games. PlayStation 2. Out of date now, isn't it? PlayStation 2. Also, we get the usual maily card thing. I'm convinced these are for lucky draws, but someone please feel free to comment if I'm wrong. We get a sticker sheet, number 17, Japanese writing. And that Soundwave stickers on there. We get these fantastic little trading cards. Number 20 and number 17 for Laserbeak, sorry, Condor and Soundwave. And on the backs there we've got the tech specs. Quite interesting there, the total scores 49, 53.5, so there's not much between Laserbeak and Soundwave. Find that a bit hard to believe. And finally we've got the instructions. Usual Japanese instructions. Soundwave's got to be one of the simplest Transformers ever, so it'd be a bit embarrassing if you needed these. Single-sided, so there you go, that's the paperwork out the way. As is standard for the Takara book collection releases, we get the nice plastic tray which we can lift out. That shows you all the pieces. We do get the usual backing card thing, Soundwave and Condor there, and that will fold backwards to form a little stand if you really want to do that. Don't know why, but it's there. In the plastic tray we get Laserbeak, and he comes transformed into his little Condor mode. I always wonder what kind of bird he was, but there you go, he's a Condor, I guess. We get Soundwave, and he's in his Walkman mode. We get his guns, that's the one that goes in his hand and slides backwards and forwards. And this is the one that sits on his shoulder. Finally, we get these 3 missiles. Notice there is no sprue on these at all, which is brilliant because there's been no little mark where they've been clipped off. So these have got chrome all the way around, which is great. The only thing is, you only ever use one, so never mind. If you lose them, you've got 2 spares. And last but not least, we've got this little cassette case. Now this is a micro cassette case. Not sure if you're aware, but the cassettes are actually micro cassettes, not audio cassettes that we would have in the 80s. So this is the Laserbeak figure. You can see there, he's got his stickers all on there. Got a bit of movement on the head. You can't really do anything with the legs in this mode because of the backpack, but the wings do expand a bit, but does tend to look silly. I like to sort of keep them like that. So there you go, that's Laserbeak. To transform him, we've got to take these pieces off. And a little tight. You can see there, that's the red die cast body. Take the head, fold it flat and slide it in. And we take these legs and bring them round. Fold in the wings. Finish off the legs. squash him together. That's his cassette mode. You can see the little rub sign there. And a sort of picture of a tape bit in the middle. This is all a sticker. Then we can take his cassette box and he'll just slot in there. Closes up. For all you youngsters, if you don't know what a cassette is, Google it or something. But for all of you who do remember cassettes and remember the early 80s, it was height of fashion to get yourself a Walkman made by Sony, or get some cheap version of it that you'd call a Walkman anyway. So as you can see, press the button, it ejects the cassette holder, and you can slot your tape in. I think I might have him upside down. He is quite a tight fit, but there he goes. There's using the cassette player. I do believe the original Soundwave didn't quite have this raised bit like that. If anyone's got one and wants to comment, please feel free. You can see the little counter position there is on 10. I'm wondering if that's a little nod to the collection number, as this is number 10. Got record battery light there. Stereo micro cassette recorder. Record and stop. You can see there's a little bit of damage on the sticker there. Left and right speakers. On this side there's a little pretend volume thing. Or is that on and off maybe? Yeah, that'll be on and off. That'll be up and down for your volume. On the back, I do like this feature. You can slide this bit off. We've got a belt clip, just like the good old Walkmans. And you can take his guns, and these do slot in. Just like that. I prefer pretend they're his batteries. I thought that was fantastic when I was a kid. Just added a bit of realism to it. You might have noticed in there we've got a bit of writing, so let's have a closer look. Now this is interesting. Hasbro 1974 to 1983. Now I'm not quite sure micro chained releases, but 1974? Was that the CassetteMan version of him, or was that something else? I really would like to know. And underneath there we've got it repeated, but with Takara Co. 74-83 China. And then pop that back on there. As you can see, the rub symbols on the back. There you go, that's Soundwave in his cassette player mode. So, to transform Soundwave, what we do is we pull this section out and flip it down. Same on the other side. Give these bits a turn and pop out these feet. These are nice die cast metal feet. Stand him up, and we take these arm sections and flip him round. Take his head, flip it up, spin it round, and finally we push these little tabs there, pop out his hands, and there he is just about. We take this little gun thing, the one with the little holes on it, and that just pops in his shoulder. Give him the classic appearance like you had on the cartoon. We take this other battery, slide it apart. We take one of these missiles, pop that in there. That's just going to fit in his hand, like so. And there you go. There he is, all transformed. And this is a rare thing for Transformers. He looks good from every angle. As this is Japanese, I bet you can see this coming. We've got a firing missile. Push the little button on the top, and that pings his missile away. Always good to see on Transformers. I personally love firing missiles, as long as they're small chrome missiles, not these stupid big plastic things that go halfway through the body. So there you go. as his accessories. Something else we can do with Soundwave, if we get this arm nice and level, you can take Laserbeak, sort of sit him on there. He does just about hold it, like that. This sort of falconer pose. So yeah, absolutely brilliant Transformer. If not the greatest, then he's certainly in the top 5. Can't be beaten if you're a G1er. If you grew up with Beast Wars or some of the later lines, then you might not quite appreciate just how good this is. But back in the day, Walkmans were a pretty new thing, especially when this came out. Most kids wouldn't have had one, but to have one that transforms into a robot, even if it didn't play tapes, it was still fantastic. So, I think you'll agree, one of the greatest Transformers that has ever been. If you watched any of the recent Getting to Know Transformers fan videos, how many of those videos had Soundwave as the favourite Transformer? And I'm in total agreement. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant figure. So there you go, I hope you've enjoyed this one. This has been Luke with Soundwave and Laserbeak, or Condor as he's known in Japan. Thank you very much for watching, I'll see you next time.